Hello Flosstube, my name is Jani and this is a new episode of my Flosstube. This will be a stitch report. I have been working in some WIPS. I have a new start and a wonderful finish. Yeah! So let's start. First of all, I want to thank you, all of you, for your comments and your support, and always it's really nice to read your kind words. Thank you again. If you are a new subscriber, thank you, hello. And if you are returning to my channel, hope you enjoy this episode. This is, as many of you know, a channel where I want to share my love of cross stitching, my work, some work in progress, some project. I like to dye my fabrics and change or make some conversion in the projects that I have. So I hope you enjoyed it and thank you again. Okay, first, this is the first week I work in, just a few hours in the week, is Autumn Quaker by Rosewood Manor. I'm using a linen, 38 linen that I dyed, and I'm changing the colors. I'm using DMC and some flosses that I dyed. So the general idea is going to be a little different from the original design, but I really enjoyed this very much. This blue, it's a very interesting pop of color. So yeah, the colors are really nice. Not quite the same as the originals, which are very much warmer colors. But yeah, I'm really like it, and the motifs are great, and it's just a start, but I'm really enjoying this project. So this is the first whip. I only managed to stitch a little in this big motif. I finished the Mira stitches here. So yeah, it's really pretty. Another whip that I worked this week in is The Birds and the Bees by Ink Circles, and this is also a linen 38 that I dyed. Originally was going to be very muted beige linen, but you know me, I really like adding colors to my fabrics, and originally it was just like very beige off-white linen, but no, I added a little blue and a little yellow and more brown. So I'm using, let me check, I'm using just DMC for this one. And let me put the DMC is 4130, and I'm using just one thread, one floss over 2 threads of fabric, and the coverage is very good. It's not full, you still can see the cross, but I really like it. and yeah, I'm planning to do something special with this project, so I really want to focus on this project. I only had this part of the top border made, so I finished these curves and motifs and start this round motif, which is here. And yeah, it's there are 4 pages, so basically this is page number 1, but I want to focus on this project, so yeah, hopefully I will be able to stitch, and now that I finish my focus project already. So yeah, this is the birds and the bees, and then I have a new start. It wasn't me. This is also a linen 38 that I dyed, and I want a really dark fabric. So I was thinking in using in a new sampler, and I had these beautiful flosses sent to me a few weeks ago. They are from Victorian Modo Sampler Shop, and I thought that this will be these flosses will be look great here against this fabric. So I had a couple of samplers from Rosewood Manor, and I have winter sampler and diamond quakers, so I decided to between those two to start diamond quakers, and just playing a little bit with the colors and the fabrics against the fabric. So I really like it. It's really dark, the fabric, but I think the colors will be looking really pretty here. And I'm also want to use from DMC the new colors, so I'm also will use this for colors. So just a little start. I'm not quite sure yet. I was not quite sure if I will be using this fabric with this thread, with these flosses in that project, but yeah, I really like it, to give a different approach to the design. So we'll see. I'm really happy. I must say, a lot of projects and not enough time to stitch. This weekend I have a long weekend here in Mexico, so I could stitch a lot. But yeah, usually I don't have enough time for my stitching, but also I'm starting a lot of new things, so it's hard to move on with all my projects. But I love these new starts. I have also 3 things sampler, but I haven't been able to stitch in that project this week. So yeah, this is all my progress so far, and I have a finish. Yeah, Lady of Mystery by Mira. I finished this beauty this morning. So it has been a labor of love. I love this design. It's so, it's not simple or anything like that, but it's so striking. It's so, amazing. I enjoy stitching on her very, very much. For this design, I use a conversion of colors. I use anchor flosses instead of DMC. So the colors are not quite the same as the design, but I really, really love her. The conversion is not an exact match, but I think the design is such a beautiful thing that you can use almost any colors you want. And there are not many colors in this design. The dress has just 4 pinks, 4 shades of pinks, and a blend of 2 shades. So in the face and in the hair there are 5 or 6 colors, but it's basically really, really little colors, and the result is I love her. I also substitute the water lilies. I use DMCs, 2 shades of DMC, which are variegation colors, and I have those here because I'm using in Autumn Quaker. Those are the ones that I substitute instead of the water lilies. Is 4522 and 4000. So instead of the water lilies, which I received after I have started this project. So thank you, Caluquitas, again. Let me show you. These are the original colors, and I substituted for this one. They are very similar, but this one has a little more color variegation. So, and they are a little lighter. So I will use this one in a sampler that I'm waiting the pattern. So I'm really happy. And yeah, I made some changes besides the substitution of materials. I add the DMC in this part of her hair, because this part was only browns, but I add this color, to match a little with the rest of the design. And I think the hair looks really pretty. It gives a little more movement with the colors. And yeah, I used the original beads, and I finished this morning of beading. It only take me 3 or 4 hours perhaps, but I really want to finish her. And yeah, I'm really happy of this beauty. This is one of Nora Corbett newest design. Well, this was released last year, but I'm always been loving the Mirabilia faces, but lately she does such a wonderful work with the faces. With this lady, it's almost like she's wearing eyeshadow, makeup, because the eyes look so nice, and the face is really, really gorgeous. And it's the same with No, this was mermaid of Renaissance mermaid. So you can see that the face are also here gorgeous. Again, the eyes, even though here her eyes are kind of closed, you can see the eyelid, but they are so detailed. And here she's looking, I feel like she's looking at us like really, really proud and really understand her own beauty. I don't know. I really, really love those new designs in or new styles in Nora's Mira's. And yeah, Renaissance mermaid is so sparkly. If you remember when I present this one, I use specialty stitches in her hair, and I was thinking in perhaps using in Lady of Mystery something, specialty stitches here, but I wasn't really convinced about it, and all the design is to die for, so I let it that way. And also all the roses in the frame, in this arch, are so simple yet so pretty. Just the silhouettes of the roses and her bouquet. I don't know. It's gorgeous. So yeah, and I was let me move this. I was thinking about the faces here with these new Miras, and it's really interesting because I've been stitching Nora's design from many years now, and you can see the evolution of her designs. I mean, they are always beautiful, and I love her, but you can see how she slowly changed, the designs in her patterns. For example, I haven't stitched a lot of ladies like this one. I was looking if I have another one, and because I have a lot of fairies and mermaids, but ladies usually I don't stitch, but I have many planned for this for these years. And I stitch, let me show you, I stitch Stargaze, which is another beautiful lady, and you can see the face, what I was talking about. You can see the difference in the design. I mean, they keep the simplicity and the beauty of the faces, of Nora faces, but lately there are, I don't know, I kind of think there are more like aware of her impact, of her beauty. So usually they tend to be a little shy, you only can see part of their faces, and lately, it's like bam, here's my face. You can see how gorgeous I am. So it's really, really, you can see the difference between each design. And I mean, I love this Stargazer, and the beading work is gorgeous here. The design that Nora chose to her is gorgeous, and she's, I feel like really calm and really kind of shy, and and now with Lady of Mystery, it's another vibe. You get like that pride in the design itself, or in the character. No, the same things happen with Nora's mermaid. Here again, a very self-confident character, and from years ago, this one, which is Waiting for Ships, where the design is gorgeous, the color, all the details, and that simplicity that brings so much beauty. But again, the face is like really calm and kind of shy and demure, and with the new designs, it's another vibe. You feel the pride, and it's another approach to the design. But I love them both. Waiting for Chips is one of my favorite designs, precisely for that, for that tranquility in her face. This one was stitched in Aida 14, and I made some conversion and add a lot of beads and crystals, and it's it's larger than Renaissance Mermaid, but it's because of the count of the fabric. But yeah, I really love all Nora's designs. This one also I finished last year. Mermaid on it's Bluebirds Princess, I want to say. And you can see that it's not quite a shy character. It's more like more aware of her beauty, but still kind of quiet, and now it's another personality. So yeah, I want to show my Miras and how I feel about them, and that I love them, and I will always be stitching some Nora designs. But I want to focus in. I will keep working in my samplers, and perhaps I don't want to say in which Mirabilis I want to be working, because then I change my mind. But I will always be working in one of Nora's design. So yeah, this is my report for this week. I'm really happy. If I had a bell, I will ring a bell, because I have a finish. Yeah. And yeah, this week I been enjoying the retreat, the Needles in Paradise videos from Mika and from Ingeborg, and such a great experience. Thank you, ladies, for sharing and for let us know a little of your adventures. And it was really fun, and it's great to be able to share that adventures and that experience. And I guess that is a little part of why we enjoy share this kind of videos. And it's like we are talking with a dear friend, and drinking some coffee or some tea, and stitch together, and sharing our work in progress or our finishes. So yeah, it's kind of a virtual retreat each episode that we share or that we enjoyed from you. So thank you very much for that. And yeah, that was really, really nice. And Ingeborg, please take care of your husband. That was so funny. And also I was watching Terry this morning, and she was talking about her stitching bucket list. So that was really, really interesting. I will have to think in my own list. So yeah, I will share some of my list, of my bucket list, regarding the stitching aspect of my life. So that's it. I guess that's all I have for today. Hope you all have a wonderful week. Oh, I remember. I want to thank Donna Ree, hello, and Pat, who yesterday shared a video about how to iron your fabrics. So yeah, that was really, really helpful. I iron my fabrics, and they got great tips about how to do it the right way. So thank you very much, and I guess that's it. Have a wonderful week. I hope to see you next week, perhaps with more progress. And that's it. Bye bye.